Hello Internet, my name is Max7238 and welcome back to our Stairway to Heaven. We're going to be continuing on with floor 4 this time. Looks simple enough, but we're going to have some pretty interesting new mechanics to look at. Not to mention some nice new areas. The music's pretty sick too. Okay, you see that? Now the trouble is the enemies can use that too, and sometimes, most of the time, they do it without actually trying. And it ends up moving them away from me before I can really get an attack off. There we go. Properly gaining EXP again. Still haven't leveled up our grapple quite yet. Yeah, that guy has a plasma sword. Shield. So in order to reach those centers, you actually have to go through a bunch of rooms, I believe from the opposite end over there. And you fight your way through and you get to the center, fight into the center, and then you have to backtrack all the way back out. There's multiple rooms on the outside of the ring, a few on the inside that don't actually fully connect to the challenge room in the center. And then on top of that, it's a mirror image on the other side. So once we clear one half, you've pretty much seen all you need to see. I'm going to try to clear the outside rooms first, and head to the inside to the challenge room last. Just to restate, like in the previous video, from now on I'm just going to be playing straight through each floor. If you'd like to skip through the floors and head straight to the boss, or see a completed floor map, you should check the end of the episode. I'll try to remember to put something in the description so that you can skip straight to it without having to worry about it. Seriously with the stun guns. That is a floating mine. I didn't realize those were going to appear on this floor. Your teammate killed you. How do you feel? Whoa there! Hey everybody, how's it going? Oh, I need that. Please? Yeah! We got one! This is the earliest form of my final weapon, the Muramasa Blade. The Samurai Drive is a dashing melee weapon, so we actually have a distance closer now. I'll probably be replacing that with my heat sword and putting a heat axe on my head. Much as I would like to try to focus on a heat melee build, what I really want is those distance closers, personally. Oh, there's a guy wielding another one. Let's see if I can get it off of him. I got his mirror shield though. Here's another one. There we go. We got two. Oh boy. Alright. So, sort of cleared out the side here. I don't want to go down that last path, because if I remember correctly, that is going to connect to the southern section, and that's kind of a long way out of my way that I don't want to go quite yet. I don't need to fight you. What am I doing? as I would love to go back to the main room right now and equip that stuff, I don't really want to slow my progress because these videos are already kind of long as it is. Try laser gun. In my opinion, at least in this game, one of the more useful types of plasma weapons. I did try to like retroactively make a plasma character one time in this game, unlike in Rengoku 1, and well, that's interesting. I've played this game in a long time, really rusty. Apparently completely wrong about the layout of this floor. See, we got the anti-laser armor, which is what this guy's wearing on his chest. We didn't get the anti-laser shield until just then. So we'll have to come back around to that. You know what? We're right here. Let's just take care of it. Might be the heaviest machine gun on its head. I think it is. He's not using it very much though, which I'm actually kind of thankful for because it does a lot of damage. Oh my god. Yeah, that's gotta be the heavy machine gun on his head. Oh, this stupid rotating floor makes things so frustrating. Hold still. I have a bit of a pet peeve with enemies running away from me. It starts to tick me off pretty quickly. And with this, it's not they're necessarily running away, they just don't have any concept of the fact that the floor moves. That is the M-Con. I would like your M-Con. You overheated your M-Con. You are a moron. Gimme? Yeah, okay. That's gonna be going on my chest. Not necessarily much for a melee build, but it does have a purpose. Is that a second challenge enemy? Oh no, he's just red. He just looks like he's a challenge enemy. What he is a dirty, dirty liar. Oh my god, hold still! God, I hate the stupid moving floors here. You know what? I'm going to take you up on your offer. Don't even care. We have distance closers. We need distance closers. We are equipping distance closers. Goodbye, Pile Bunker. I knew you well. Now let's see. Or would that, let's see, would that look better on my head? No. That is a no. That is a definite no. Let's see. Well, the beam rifle here, or actually no, it wasn't the beam rifle, it's the tri-laser gun, that's right. Here, let's show this thing off. This is the continuous laser. If I had to pick a plasma weapon, I'd probably pick that one. Although that probably is because of my bias towards rapid-fire weapons in this game. Those will stick with that. And use it for the not blow away. Alright. Now we got a bit of a setup that I'm familiar with. Doesn't combo that much, but it combos. It's a distance closer. And we've got something to clear the area around us in case somebody decides that they want to use a bunch of stun weapons. So let's see now. Okay, we'll continue clearing the outside. Bit of an awkward fighting style. Much as I like these things, they're only going to be able to combo with each other once, so I only get the 2 slashes, and I'm probably going to end up switching off of these for now until we run into a better version of them. That would be a chainsaw. Boogeyman SP. Look at that. Plus 2.4 quantum. That is the M-Con, ladies and gentlemen. Very, very useful. Not what I meant to do at all. Not what I meant to do at all. Those exact moments that I do not argue with anybody who says that this game's controls are complete crap. Because when you try to enter a door, you end up firing a weapon, especially one that has only 10 shots, where you end up dodging to the side because you tried to turn slightly. You do have to kind of question the design choices of the game. Part of the reason why I have the end count right now is because I saw that the plasma swords are appearing, so I do want to try to level up my quantum a bit before I get a hold of those. Because I do definitely want to get a hold of those. I'm still sort of up in the air as to what I want to do, but one of my previous builds was using these samurai drives as Muramasa blades, like the highest form of them, and then just spamming the crap out of them in overdrive mode. But I would certainly not be against using plasma swords either. In fact, that might be a bit more entertaining to watch, now that I think about it. Do me a favor, don't kill each other. What did I just say? Don't kill each other. You're not doing me any favors. I need the plasma. fill in the interior here before we head over to that challenge room. That M-Con overheats very quickly. Which, of course, it should. I'm not saying it shouldn't, it just does. That's right, keep handing me that quantum. I need it for those plasma swords. Whatever the heck I can get my hands on. You don't have anything I need. Alright, challenge room, here we go. I don't know what to do about it right now. If you want to sit there and guard, I have an icon. I can break through your guard. Oh hey, there's the heavy machine gun, which I am going to show off just so you can see if you've ever played the first game how much it's changed. Oh yeah, see I'm using a critical type weapon right now, right? Well, he's got repair systems on. If I remember correctly, the repair systems actually have the added function of defending against critical attacks. In other words, preventing your health from being chopped in half by somebody using a weapon that has critical effect. These blades have critical effect. You know, come here so I can kill you. Yeah, we're gonna have to change our setup. This isn't working out well. Ah yeah, first things first. So this is the good old heavy machine gun that I used to use. Has a ton of ammo, fires really quickly, but in this game it doesn't fire like, you know, in a sweeping type of attack. I think it's still raining just like crazy. Guess we'll be sticking with the attack hammer for now. Only because I think the broad blade looks dumb, if I remember correctly. Let's see. It doesn't look that bad, I guess. And maybe we'll hang on to it. But samurai drives are not going to be useful right now. Which really makes me sad on my inside parts. I do not believe we have run into a plasma sword just yet. That doesn't have mobility, so it's not really worth mentioning. On that, those 30-20 is better than point barriers. Now I've got these laser shields, which let's see what those look like, huh? Oh, okay, I see. It's these. I remember. Pretty sure I do. We're going to be keeping the M-Con now. As useful as the double horn is, and while I can keep it... Actually, wait a minute. Should only have one blow-away weapon anyway. Now I can put it on my arm since I have a better weapon for my chest. Heck yeah. With that in mind... see what that looks like. Yeah, not bad. Alright, we continue on our journey. If you notice right now, the energy packs on my legs that started off with just 3 are now up to 7. So even if we did run into like energy pack betas, no real need to change. Come on guys, drop me that plasma sword, will ya? Oh, I could have sworn there was another enemy in here. Probably because he fired some homing missiles and they just came around on me. Ooh, okay, that's the advanced form of those. That hurts. Yup, there it is. We'll be talking about those in a second. Jeez. Those things are insane. Okay. That enemy that just kind of, like, crouched down and started raining missiles on my face used the, what was it? Yeah, 3-shot burst AAM. These things are nuts. And actually, it's one of the, endgame weapons for an impact-type enemy. Or impact-type build, I should say. If you put one of those things on your chest, which is where I would recommend to have it, because you really only need one, and then you once again have the overdrive on your head, then you can essentially just start firing a barrage of missiles that does not stop. And they're very powerful, especially when you specialize for impact. And I still can't get that hammer off of these guys. Oh, but I can now. You, give me your hammer. Oh, come on. Really? I mean, he gave me something I can use, but he didn't give me what I needed from him. That type of hammer is exactly what I need for my head right now, and I just can't seem to get my hands on it. There's the plasma sword and that hammer. If I could just get those two things off of this floor, I'd be happy. They are refusing to drop. definitely not killing with that. Shotgun, much more useful in this game than previously. Just like I thought. Here we go. Starting to get half of the EXP from killing with this M-Con as I used to. I thought I already picked up an acceleration system. Oh, it must have been the grenade launcher that was new. That's what it was. Look at that. Not exactly a mirror image, but useful enough. I would love to be able to like switch over to a different type, but honestly, using a melee type character is going to be the most entertaining thing to watch in this game, so it's the reason why I picked it. While I am mainly focusing on things that are effective right now as opposed to things that are fun to do, later on the two should kind of meld together. Alright, now that's going to connect to the main room, I'm going to head back and see if I can't show off some of this gear that we picked up. So let's see here. Start with the 3-shot burst like I was talking about. Putting this thing on your chest and having infinite ammo with no overheat, being able to just hold down, wow, that just overheated immediately. But you can see how all of those striking a single target would be a little threatening, can't you? Grenade launcher, pretty self-explanatory. Should have seen those bouncing around a couple enemies just using it on me. They actually, you know, are grenades in this game. And like most everything, things have been updated this time around so that just about every strategy is viable. And it's something that I really like about this installment in the series. That went on to be pretty obvious as well, especially after the number of times I've been hit by it and how much I've complained about it already. god, here we go. So, negates 50% of attacks that drain equipment energy, breakdown attacks. We won't run into breakdown attacks for a very long time, but when we do, they are going to be the bane of my existence. And probably going to frustrate a lot of players that do run into them. They're not fun. So you definitely want to carry some kind of energy packs on you, especially something that's more and more advanced. Now the reason I'm going to switch over to these, even though they're going to have much less energy to use, is that they're going to edit my evasive maneuver. So I've gained some more distance now by evading, which is definitely something that I want. Keep the other one as a spare in case I die. Oh, Speed Blast. I forgot I even picked that up. Yeah, we'll get a different version of this later, but for right now, you slap it on and suddenly you move a lot faster. And I do have a meter up there on the side. Look at that. In fact, I might actually take that to make up for the loss of my, what you call it there. Samurai Drive. And rather than bring the double horn, I can bring a heat axe instead. Heat sword's gonna stay until I can find one of the new hammers from this floor, which I would like to have. They just are refusing to drop it for me. So I'll bring the double horn with me on the heat sword arm there. Okay. Yeah, look how long that lasts. I mean, it pauses when you go into the terminal there, but look at that. So fast I can barely control myself. Should also increase my melee attack speed by a little bit as well. Honestly, just can't seem to get anything that I really need to drop. I don't like that guy any time to attack at all. Want to give me your plasma sword. Yeah, look at that. With these new legs alone, like not even counting the speed blast, it's much easier for me to keep in on my opponents. Kind of important considering that all I have is close range attacks. Right there was me activating my speed blast even though I was right in the enemy's face because I'm so used to having my attack hammer on my head. When I can actually get a new hammer, I'm going to be going back to having the hammer on my head. But I need a specific type, which is what I'm waiting for. Anytime you see enemies like flipping towards me, and it looks like they have a hammer on their arm, that's the hammer I'm after. really much in the way of commentary in this episode, I suppose. It's really pretty run-of-the-mill for this particular floor, and it's one of the reasons why I really say you have to go and play the game for yourself, because there's not really much interesting for me to say about this sort of thing. I'm just sitting here beating the crap out of everything in my way. Doing it melee, so it's at least more interesting to watch. Not all that funny. I'm very chill and very serious, which is, I suppose, a bit of an oxymoron. Ow. That re-shot first. Real quick. Because I'm just not functioning properly without having that attack hammer on my head. Certainly not that I'm looking down on Speed Blast at all. I just can't function properly without having some kind of knockdown. And while the Heat Sword does technically do knockdown, it's nowhere near as often as the attack hammer. Again, if only I could get my hands on the new hammer type, I would be so much happier. We're starting to run pretty long with this episode. I'm going to have to like head over and finish up this challenge and cut the episode. Like I said, these are pretty much mirror images of each other, so if you want to see the whole map, all you have to do is look at that and, like, flip the axis, and you'll pretty much see what the bottom half is like. I'll deal with clearing it later. Okay, it must be the other side. So... But yeah, no, that's fine. Stay just like that. Weird as it is, you can't deny that it's pretty useful. What? Oh, okay. Okay, so I was in the right place. I just misremembered what the layout was. For once didn't bother to check, and I was wrong. Oh man, you give me that little mini heart attack. Yay, I found it! And then, no, that's not it. Sorry, it's something else that you don't want. You guys have anything else that you would like to give me besides from your plasma sword? Please, by all means, I will wait. Go ahead. Hand me everything else in your arsenal before you hand me the plasma sword. I'm gonna end up coming back down here and farming for it. I can tell you that. I can tell you guys that right now. And then I'll probably be very disappointed because I'll be thinking of the higher level version of it, where it actually combos a bunch of times. No, wait, come back, you have my hammer! God dang it. frustrating. Gyro balancer. That shot comes over as well. If you want to try to be an immovable tank, you can wear the gyro balancer. The shot comes over on your head. The best armor you can find on your chest. And then just, you know, use weapons on your arms. You'll be practically immobile. Or at least not susceptible to the enemy's movements. Bunker we keep around. Here, let me show this off real quick. Tractor chain. See that bounce? If that line actually comes in contact with an enemy, it'll yank them towards you. Good for starting a combo if you'd rather have the enemy come to you instead of going to the enemy. Okay. Let's see about upgrading my health a little bit. Jumping these up to 4 slots. 3 slots, excuse me. I would love to jump them up to 4 slots, but I do not have that kind of electricity on me right now. Okay. Click the save, fight the boss, and end the episode. These are some pretty long ones. It's probably going to be a trend. So, you know, like I said, I'll just have to use annotations for timestamps in the description. Because I don't particularly want to cut these episodes a bunch of times. This guy is going to tick me off. I can feel it in my bones. Yep, let the fun begin. Keep him off that moving platform. Oh, come on. Aha! Got him with the N-com. Okay, well that wasn't as bad as I was expecting. If you let him get on that moving platform and he starts moving away from you, he will fill this room full of those bouncing lasers and just go nuts. You will not have a good time. That ought to be his, rebounding laser. was holding the strafe button, tried to rotate, didn't work out. Just had to do the walk of shame over there. Alright, we'll continue with floor 5 in the next part. I will quickly show off, once again, the new equipment that I've got. So we've got the Reflect Pulsar here from the previous boss. And yeah, you can effectively just fill a room full of lasers. Although, I wouldn't really recommend it on your head. You kind of want it more at about like chest level. It makes it more likely to hit the enemies that you're probably going to be aiming for. Throw the speed blast on underneath there. Swap the double horn into being over there. Swap in my power bunker. Now that I've got the extra slot, I can do stuff like this. Already got the heat axe and the heat-proof shield. The heat sword's on the other arm. I suppose the broad blade will do for now. Good to go. Yep. Alright. Let's hit the save and cut the episode. Thanks everybody for watching. Like I said, I'll pick it up at floor 5 in the next one. This is probably going to be the trend of these episodes being ridiculously long, so, you know, make sure to make proper use of the annotations or proper use of the timestamps in the description so you don't, you know, bore the crap out of yourself watching these. See you in the next part.